Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Man, you took my money,
In Mexico City? Yeah, bottle from Mexico. Can you win that baby seat tonight? Claro. That's what I'm talking about. You also earn 3 times points on dining.
Dude, no. I know. I can't win it all, stoops. Oh.
One morning. Points on breakfast. Your steamy Italy are more rewarding. Sapphire preferred from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
19 rolls. Okay, makes sense. Nope, not again until I have money. But anyways.
We take you now to Brunswick, Georgia, where we follow the story of a man who forged a stolen check and temporarily forgot
Who he was not.
Detective Ted McDonald served the warrant on the man.
Uh-huh.
Robert Norton. Mr. Norton, we have a warrant for your arrest for receiving and cashing a stolen check.
What makes you guys think that I did something like that?
Well, when you forged the check, you wrote the name printed on
Boo, 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 boo.
You provided a teller with your driver's license with this address.
I wish it was. Wish it was fucking. I need to. I'm not gonna be served with that. Come on, boy. Now get your ass in the bubba pen and just squeal like a pig. Squeal your fucking ass like a fucking pig.
Yes, he's behaving.
Yeah.
He's behaving.
Good boy.
We've heard it all the time.
Yeah.
If something you're about to do doesn't look right or feel right, don't
Do it. Especially if it looks really wrong.
I was involved in a narcotics transaction. I was working undercover, and my partner and I made a deal earlier.
Oh, right in the middle. Sorry, buddy. I broke the piggy. And you ain't stopped me from. You ain't stopped me from doing yet.
So we negotiated the deal, and they were
And
supposed to be
back where I'm at.
So my partner and I arrived at the location at the said time, and sure enough, here they come, loaded down with stalks of marijuana. It's not even stalk like they pulled it from the ground.
Man, you stupid greedy bitch.
You know, just big enough for 2 people.
Big enough.
Briefcase or anything like that. My partner came out with a shotgun to make the arrest because there's no way in the world we could have gotten in that small car. Greed got the best of him, I think.
Yep. No denying that. No denying that shit.
footage of a case we call What in the Odds. A woman was shopping in a mall when she had her purse snatched. Her purse contained all of her husband's credit.
No, it's in Florida. Two dummies stole some merchandise. They went to the husband's store and ended up in jail.
In the city of over 1 million, what are the odds? They're always bad when you're dumb criminal.
Yep, always.
Careful, deductive reasoning, and crafty logic. The criminal
Often arrives in motherfucking jail.
You know when you have a day when everything goes wrong? Well, this guy's about to have one of those days condensed into 5 minutes. Near Cleveland, Ohio, a robber entered a
Oh, crap.
The cashier filled a paper bag with money, and the gunman escaped with the cash. The money as he ran across the parking lot. Then he made it to his truck, but realized he had locked the door. He forced the key
Oh,
back
perfect.
and broke off in the lock. But he had a gun in his boot, which he used to
Oh,
shoot himself.
cute little baby. Look at the little baby. Oh, you're so cute. It's a naughty little boy. Yes, you are. Timorals. Face to foot! That is so the dumbest ever. Yeah, he went to jail for 5 fucking years. You stupid. He was drunk and trying to break in a house. Why? That is so wrong. I know. Please tell me it's last down.
Through the dimly lit hallways.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
In moments, he was bruised, bleeding, and still very drunk.
Ah, should have chosen the left one. I tried though.
Minutes to rest. So he laid down on the floor right where he was, which just happened to be right beside the bed of the sleeping homeowner, who had slept through the entire burglary but now needed to heed the call of nature. She was looking for her slippers when
You get the chef basket on the board, and it's one eggy.
almost put her
One
foot
eggy.
He got 5 years for his nap time.
Damn. I kind of thought that shit.
Well, that's our show for this week. We hope you'll agree that it was time well served.
Ooh.
Our appreciation to the men and women of law enforcement across the country. I'm Daniel Butler saying, don't be dumb. Don't break the law. Or we'll catch you next time on America's Dumbest Criminals.
That's when it comes to the gas. That means I ran. She's got to have it. You're a perfect 10. I wanna get in and down so I can win. The way you work it, I'm digging it. I have to bag it up, boy. Bag it up, boy.
This is an ADC warning. The crimes you're about to see are true.
And the names were changed to protect the ignorant. You always calling him ignorant. Well, fuck the ignorance, motherfucker. Three fucking rolls. I don't need no 3 fucking rolls. I need like a bunch of rolls. I don't know. This game's got me.
Dumbest criminals. You'll see a fool and his jewels. A crime that was not well done. And 3 lightweights with a heavy load. These are just a few of America's dumbest criminals. Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Daniel Butler. We all know that Hollywood is famous for its portrayal of criminals as being cunning and powerful masterminds of crime, fearless in the face of danger and the law. Their criminals are known for their uncanny knack of adaptability and their skill of last-second escapes. Well, folks, as they say, this ain't Hollywood. This is the real world of America's dumbest criminals. Our first case was slightly open when it was closed from Foster Arnett in Brownsville, Tennessee.
One of our patrol officers got a call of a burglary in progress. When he arrived on the scene, he did a cursory examination on the outside of the house, and then he made entry into the house, searched the entire house, and when he got to the kitchen, there was a door that led into the garage, but it was locked from the garage side. So the officer went outside, walked around the front of the house and saw that there was about, probably a foot gap between the bottom of the garage door and the top of the driveway. And the officer got down on all fours with his flashlight. And as he got down to look in, the burglar was on the inside and looking out. They both saw each other at the same time, and it scared both of them so badly that the burglar stood up, hit his head, and it knocked him out. And the officer was able to reach in and take him into custody.
The only thing he got away with was a leg on his dog. In Boston, it used to be against the law for nightclubs to have frog jumping contests. But it was legal to have frog-like line dancing. Ernest Bird of Birmingham, Alabama, was serving a warrant when he got a big surprise.
And so one day, me and a couple of partners, we went out to this location out in the eastern part of town. And we got it knocked on the door.
Hello, how you doing?
How you doing?
Fine. We need to know if the one bright green here where the felony walked over there.
What's good?
When was the last time that you saw Miss Reed?
And I explained the law that we have to come in and search for it. So by that time, my partner was at the back, we got a big wall. And we looked like thunder, something, the wall was falling, so we thought they was going out the back door, my partner. We found out here this female that fell out the ceiling, almost broke up there, sinking thing, about 280 or some pounds, foot stuck up in the air. And she looked at me and said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a bully, who are you?" It wasn't funny, but it was. You know, hiding in the ceiling. So I said, "What you doing up in the ceiling?" She said, "I'm up there cleaning up." I said, "Okay," and I told her who he was and explained to her she was under arrest.
She was fine. The stairs emptied the house. ABC quiz number 171. How many inmates in the U.S. were incarcerated per week in 1994? Was it A, 1,602, B, entirely too many, or C, 1,994?
Hey.
The correct answer is A, 1,602, which is entirely too many. However, by midweek, at least 100 are taking their first escape time. This is actual surveillance cam footage of America's dumbest driver. It's just another quiet night in an open all-night convenience store. Notice the car backing into the telephone pole in the parking lot. Keep your eye on it. Our female clerk decides to take a break and doesn't realize a kamikaze shopper is headed her way. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's got it in drive. Wait a minute, no, that's not a drive-through window. No, not yet. Gee, do you think this guy was drinking? Let's see that one more time. There's no drive-through window in this convenience store, but there is now. Remember, folks, friends don't let friends drive through stores. Coming up, see a dumb criminal who falls asleep on the job. On America's dumbest criminal. In our next story, we find that the only thing that makes a dumb criminal dumb is having a dumb partner. Here's sleeping on the job.
One night we're working swing shift and we get a call to go out behind the bank. There's a person laying behind the dumpster. So we go out there thinking that it's probably somebody that's, bagging asleep or something of this nature. We pull up in the parking lot and we park the car so that the headlights are on the dumpster. We put the spotlights on and everything. And to our bewilderment, this head pops up from behind the dumpster wearing a ski mask and looking at us. And it's not winter time. And so we get out of the car with our guns drawn, tell them to get their hands up, if there was more than one back there, come out. So we do a little bit of interrogation of the kid after giving the rights and everything, and he eventually tells us that his friend and he had worked for a rental car agency, and they knew that the rental car manager made the night drop every night at the back of this bank. And they had been fired, so they were going to get back at the rental car manager, and they were going to rob him. Well, the one kid dropped the other one off behind the bank. His biggest complaint his friend had was that he'd been driving around waiting for the other kid to pull the robbery. He was almost out of gas. Well, the rental car manager came in, made the night drop, and left. And meanwhile, this kid's asleep, and the kid didn't wake up when we pulled up on the police car and saw him.
So, the trigger man fell asleep, and the getaway car ran out of gas, and neither one of the dumb criminals ever saw their victim. This was not a perfect crime.
Turns out they didn't pull a robbery, they got caught, they both got convicted. Conspiracy to commit robbery.
In Indiana, once your breath leaves your body, it is no longer your property. Here we see the state guard inspecting the impounded breath of 65 winos. And now inside the courtroom for trial and error. A very professional international drug cartel was busted by one little old lady who lived near their warehouse.
Because of your phone call, the police went to the warehouse and seized 22 tons of cocaine with a street value of more than $6 billion, the largest drug raid in U.S. history. What did the suspects do to give themselves away?
Well, I was trying to get some sleep, and they wouldn't quit backing up.
What do you mean, backing up?
They wouldn't quit backing up the trucks and making that annoying beep, beep, beep sound.
That's why you didn't call.
Well, who can sleep with all that noise, all that backing up and beep, beep, beep? Ah.
In Ohio, it is against the law to tailgate. However, it's not against the law to leave from. Linton Anetta Nunn of Birmingham, Alabama, tells us about a case we call Fooled You.
Working burglary unit. Work with a plainclothes driver, plane car. Most criminals know they're police cars. And this guy was right across the street from City Hall, getting ready to leave, go in case or whatever. And I had walked to the door, thrown my purse in the car. I was about to get in, and I heard somebody say, "Hey!" They were standing right up on me, scared me. He opened this little ring case, but you look at it, you know it's a little $5 ring from the bargain store, and they've changed the price tags on it. He's got like $900 on it. I said, "You stole these out of Tennessee?" He said, "Yeah, but don't let the man see. Don't let the man see." I said, "Okay." And I held it up. He said, put it down. Don't let the man see." I said, "Okay." So about this time, he leans forward. He sees the mobile radio on the floorboard in the car. He says, "You police?" I said, "Yeah."
Innocent man, no. I could get you to go inside. You ain't got nothing on me.
He said, "Because I'm going to show you just how big a fool you are. There's nothing you can put me in jail for." I said, "Okay, come on, go with me." So we going across and trying to think what that charge has got. This stuff's not real. But when I get in, it's one of the older detectives inside. He asked me, he said, "What do you have?"
Well, it seems to me we have this ordinance that says you can't sell inside businesses without a license.
So I'm sitting there writing up. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "You're going to jail." I said, "You can't put me in jail." I said, "Yes, I can." I said, "Don't ever call me a fool."
A case we call The Mystery of the Flushometer. This device is called a flushometer or flushometer. You see this in most public restrooms, but in New York City, you can see them disappear. Over 150 flushometers were stolen in 1 month. A flushometer retails for about $150, but only brings $4 when sold for scrap. One was even stolen from the mayor's restroom in City Hall. Once again, dumb crime flushes taxpayers' money down the drain. Coming up, a robbery that teams to rob on America's dumbest.
Make country era?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The next robbery may make some head squeamish.
Because it's painfully dumb.
We had a call early Monday morning from one of the local businesses said that suspicious circumstances. The burglar was still on the premises, so the officers responded as
Okay.
got there with the gun strong, ready, and he gets mistaken. We found out what the story is that this was early Monday morning, Saturday night around 11 o'clock. Saratoga decided to go to the steps.
How much fuck?
And he found a bin up there and he says, "Hey, I can take this thing off there and get inside and open it up." So he proceeded to do so.
Yes.
Get it open.
One more.
Put his feet down to the bin first and started to ease himself down as he got so far in. He lost his grip and slipped. And when he did, his arms went up over his head. And he slid down the bin, which was centered over across the
be.
Hey, we landed on the cop strip. Okay.
When he landed, he straddled the wall with a foot on each side of the wall. He had been there, waiting on, with his hands in this position.
When they cut him out, they took him out. When he out, it was very obvious there was a part of his anatomy that's going obviously he had done some damage to himself.
Took the fire department to get him down. He had obviously served his sentence before we even got the call to come to work.
Okay, 6 rolls.
In Columbia, Tennessee, a man walked into the building and announced that this was a bank robbery. The problem was that this was not a bank. Fortunately, the jail was still a jail. And now actual footage of a case we call policeman vigilance on that burglary. The San Antonio Police Department answered a unusual sign of alarm at a convenience store. It seems they had a young criminal wedged in their kitchen bed with his sneakers on the grill. The dumb criminal came down the chimney just like his gun. But our guy was a little too wide to squeeze out or he got the sneakers back. It must have been a dumb criminal combo deal because he did come with fries and a water.
Oh, the fuck is you to be to come me with the fries and a tie? You're so stupid. Alright.
I was sitting in a parking lot in a local mall doing some paperwork just to wake up for, and then I heard some people yelling. I looked to my left to see what it was and saw a woman running desperately through the parking lot. She was a very tall woman dressed in a nice outfit, a dress with high heels. There was 2 men chasing her, and they were yelling that she had robbed them. She had robbed the store in one of our local malls. And as she was running, I went to call it in on the radio, so I was chasing a female through the parking lot of the mall, and noticed that she had hiked up her dress and she had a huge pair of women's underwear that were stuffed full of clothing. And as she ran, her panties were falling off of her because of the weight of clothing. And I said, headquarters, I'm chasing a female. And about that time, her underwear had fallen to her knees, and I saw she was really a man dressed for her. I started laughing. I couldn't radio it in because I was laughing so hard. She fell to the ground. Her panties stripped her. She pulled her off. She had the belt falling and hurt herself or himself because of that. As he got up, he kicked on his high heels and continued to run, and I turned to try and cut him off. And he actually hit the side of my car and went over the hood, and I was able to get out. Eventually, handcuffed him and over the head.
No, I'd do it quick, you idiot.
So I can get approved on my phone and see what a real down payment and your real monthly payment.
Yeah, we have it, Tim.
Can you get it in?
Yes. It makes the 30 seconds taking up the ribbon, so your real down payment.
And your real monthly payment.
And your monthly payment.
And your monthly payment all on your phone. Wow.
Not so much.
Like it.
That's so much. I like it.
All on your phone. Get the real deal and try to back out.
And that's half. Okay. Stupid, get him out of the damn thing and run. And they both died. Because of one stupid, silly ass decision.
Here's Nashville, Tennessee police officer Tony Tidwell to tell us about the police who decided to come back for more. And that's when things got heavy.
Many years ago, rural area, I was a rookie. There was an unfortunate man who was robbed. He was robbed of his wallet and coins. These men at gunpoint had approached him and demanded his money and wallet, and they took it. But apparently they weren't happy with the amount of money that he got from the man. They looked at the wallet and they found a book of receipts. Purchased a stereo, TV, and they found a card inside his wallet that said in case of emergency notified and his wife's name, his address, and his phone number. Well, the robbers called the man at his house and told him, we didn't get enough money. We want you to take this TV and stereo and all this kind of stuff you bought. We want you to set it outside your house in a box. We want it out there by 9 o'clock p.m. But we're coming over. We're going to do you and your family in. Naturally, the man was terrified. So he called us and we told him to sit tight. We sent a car right by to get the man and take him to a place of safety. My partner and I arrived there. So we went into the man's garage and we found a large cardboard box. There were some stones nearby, large paving stones. We took those stones and put them and we set it out as the robbers had described. And as we stepped back and looked, listen to these guys were in this stone. And about 15 minutes elapsed. It was about 5 minutes after 9. We were ready to give it up, but the bushes near the man's house started to rattle. And all of a sudden, 3 guys came out from behind the bushes and they grabbed this huge box full of rocks. And we looked at each other and began to laugh, but as we approached them, we yelled police and stopped and put the rocks down. Nothing doing. They held on to the box for dear life. They continued to run with the
Ooh, 30 rolls. Yay.
As they went farther, they got exhausted and they finally just collapsed.
Lucky.
My partner and I got there and easily took him into custody and showed him what was inside the box. I guess you could definitely say these guys were better than a box of rocks. These 3 would definitely come in for witness protection.
It used to be against the law to drive into the city without first walking in and warn people. But then if you've never seen driving in Kansas, you understand why. You know, we couldn't have done this show without the cooperation of the men and law enforcement across the
1, 2, 3.
We'd like to thank them for their time.
Ah! Still keep passing it for some odd. Oh, right in the middle. Okay.
What's Odie?
Oh, he's in the corner, sleeping.
Oh.
Come on, last, don't last.
This is an ABC warning. We promise you about to see a truth. Only the names will change to protect you. Tonight, on America's dumbest criminals, you'll see a social climber who's crawling fast, a cat's stolen whiskers, and a major incident with a ninja. These are just America's dumbest criminals. Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Daniel London. We've got a lineup of raunchy pros, funny fellows, ridiculous robbers. In short, we've got America's dumbest criminals. And here's the first one. Deputy Mark Murphy of the Scalia County tells us about you running around. Morning day shift, Lieutenant Afternoon.
talking by radio and they asked me to check out some suspicious vehicles in this known area for some vehicles. Went in there and found 3 vehicles, and Randall went ahead and got out and ran the tag numbers. A few minutes later, my lieutenant arrived and started helping me out. We got juveniles out of the vehicles and lined them up against my cruiser. But at that time, I started going down the line and started getting their names one by one. And I got to this last guy, and I started to get his name. He takes off running. Well, immediately I just throw my pen and paper up in the air and take off after him. And as we hit the edge of the wood line, as I got into the woods, I fell down because of a lot of wires. I fell down, and first off, he was going to get away. I looked up, and he falls down. So I jumped back up and started running. Well, then I fell down again. Well, I looked up, he falls down again. Well, I jumped back up after him. Well, then I started high stepping. Get over the wire. I went 15 steps, back into the clearing. Just where it almost started from. Just a complete circle. Just like a rabbit run.
Oh, this is sad. Thank God.
In San Francisco, it is against the law to wash your car with your underwear. However, it is illegal to buff your wax to a high-gloss sheen with a gold line. And now, actual footage of the case we call Drive-In Dining. Police were called to an unusual jewelry store heist. What was unusual was the mode of entry. The dumb criminal drove right in. He was picked up 3 blocks away with some telltale car damage, glass, and diamonds in the car. A few years back, on one of his first nights as a policeman, rookie Norman Chapman was forced to arrest a man who was too drunk to get where he was going and too gone to get away. Here's the social climber.
I was fairly new on the police department. I was working an undercover assignment. And I saw this guy come walking down the street, and he just walking, all of a sudden he does one of these things. And this fenced-in construction yard, something called his eye. So I said, I'm gonna wait till he gets in the construction yard, and I'm gonna make my first arrest for burglary, all by myself. Well, he was drunk, see? So he goes and tries to climb the gate, and the gate's wobbling. So he gets about 2 foot up the first time, and he falls down. He gets up, and he gets about 3/4 of the way up the 3rd time, and he falls off the gate. So the 3rd time, he got all the way to the top, and he fell off the top of the gate. I said, hey, I gotta go down and arrest this guy before he hurts himself, and they'll hold me liable.
That was some pretty fancy police work there for a rookie officer. Coming up on America's Dumbest Criminals, an extremely low-budget miniature reenactment. For the criminal, the last person they want to see is a cop. They'll let the same criminal become a victim, and he reverts back to his basic instincts, and like the rest of us in society, calls the police. That's what happens to the next guy in that story. Only he's about to go from victim to dumb criminal. We call this one, never mind. 2 officers were dispatched to a home to investigate a break-in.
Well, it's about time. Where you guys been?
Nice, sir. Can you calm down? We got a report that there was a robbery here this
Well,
evening.
yeah, I mean, I called 10 minutes ago. My God, everything has been stolen out of my house.
Calm down. What happened?
I come home from work just a moment ago. My back door's been kicked in. All my stuff is missing. Everything's gone. The drawer's been pulled out of my bedroom. My wife's jewelry is missing. My CD player, all of my CDs, my cassette, VCR, my computer terminal, my bag of dope, my dope. Well,
Sir,
no.
do you know narcotics are illegal in this state?
Well, yeah, of course they are. Sure. Certainly.
So what are you saying to you?
Well, I'm
Are you
saying-
saying that you had narcotics in your home?
No. No, what I'm basically saying is, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and never mind. Have a good night, okay?
Without the narcotics, the officers could not charge them. You saw it here first. The man called the police to report that someone had stolen his stash of marijuana. Look no further, folks. There's the missing link on the chain gang, right there. In 1994, 96% of the national prison population was serving sentences of longer than 1 year. But 97% of them had mastered the yo-yo in that first year. Now, a case that involves two different types of stolen vehicles with the same type of driver.
I ran up on a Camaro and a guy on a motorcycle, and they were trailing one another. And I knew both of these individuals because they stolen cars and what have you before. And I knew neither one of them owned a vehicle. So I turned my police vehicle around and went behind them, and they took off and tried to attempt to elude me. So the guy on the motorcycle wound up falling on the motorcycle.
All right? Yeah. All right, close enough. Yes. Where's your friend at the Camaro at? Huh? Where's your friend at the Camaro? I'm all right. Where's your friend at the Camaro? I know what you're talking about. Camaro, I'll tell you why. Where's your friend at? I don't know Camaro.
I knew that his friend didn't own a Camaro. So he said he didn't know where his friend was going. I proceeded to go where I thought the guy may have went in the Camaro. So as I proceeded to go where I thought he went, all of a sudden, this guy come walking back toward me. And I was like, yeah, that's dumb. And he didn't think I realized that was him in the in that Camaro. So anyway, I wound up putting him in a police car, and I asked him where was the Camaro. And he went on to say, what Camaro? I don't know nothing about no Camaro. I don't know why you coming back this way. I was just walking from over my sister's house. So that's okay, fine. So I continued to drive around the block looking for this car. And I guess after riding 5 minutes, I found the Camaro. And I said, remember you said you didn't have no Camaro? What is this? Well, you know, when you try to get away also, man, you was so dumb. Why would you even come back? Well, I want to see that y'all catch my friend.
Both men were arrested and charged with grand theft auto. Now, actual footage of the case we call the Cat's Meow. This is a famous cat sculpture that was on display in Fort Lauderdale Art Museum. One day, the museum curators discovered the cat's whiskers were missing. 2 of them had been stolen. So, the Fort Lauderdale Police Department had to bring out the canine, not the drug-sniffing dog, not the bomb-sniffing dog, but the cat-sniffing dog, to retrieve the whiskers. You know, many times a burglar pulls off a heist, and because he wasn't caught on the spot, believes he's gotten away with it. Like this next guy. He robbed a place and soon discovered that he'd left more than just the scene of the crime. Here's a fool and his tools are soon work. At that time, I was East Precinct, and one of the guys who worked this precinct now north came over to my channel, and they said,
Do you remember Ray?
Yeah, what do you have?
Apparently, you stole some power tools downstairs and left his driver's license. Let's get subject address.
and they said, well, wait a minute, let's get his address for you. And I said, I know where he lives. So I rolled up to his house and said, boy, let me see your driver's license. He's back in his pocket, and he said, I ain't got it. And I said,
Well, you got a sander in the bottom of the car. Oh,
and he just lowered his eyes like that and went like that. Because he knew it was hand. Definitely a candidate for the Witness Protection Program. In Oklahoma, it used to be against the law for 3 or more dogs to stand together. Here, 17 puppies stage a protest of the law. Coming up, the amazingly lifelike miniature reenactment of Tie Tack Terror. It's extremely well done. Next up, we've got some muggers for you to laugh at. They rob a couple on a wall, then find themselves unable to run. David Jones of the Wilton Manor Police Department tells us why.
We responded to a strong arm robbery which just occurred, which is an attack by someone forcibly to steal it from somebody else. And we got a general brief description of who we were looking for. And just as we were arriving into the area, we see the car, we see the guys, and we cut them all off right there. The guys were amazed at how could anybody get there that fast. Well, turns out they robbed the people in the back parking lot. And by the time they got around to the front, got in their car and started leaving, there we were. When we had to tell them was they parked in the front parking lot of our police station. So it was like no way to get away. It's the big one, the police told me. I mean, I could not see it. That's when they pulled up and they looked both ways.
right in front of
No, he needs a walkie.
Sure.
You walk?
Yep.
He had water. Water? Drink water?
Did you drink some water, Stinky?
Yeah, I have
In Tennessee, where lunch was a
Not
walk,
good
a
water.
woman was driving.
Yeah.
Her husband had to walk ahead of her, waving A, an insurance policy, B, a red flag, or C, a white flag of surrender. The correct answer was B, a red
Yeah.
flag. If she'd had more than 5 accidents, though, she also had to be accompanied by a brass band. Now, actual footage of a very difficult way to wash your car. 2 teenagers stole a car. The police spotted them in their chase.
50 rolls, because I need to roll some more.
Back down. I'm a big round.
Okay.
The kids were not seriously injured, but they were obviously confused about how you launder stolen goods, and the police immediately hung them out to dry.
Mayor talk.
Drive-through laundry.
Oh, the leash is.
Criminal calls a very wrong number.
My job was to contact people and, try to buy or sell drugs in an undercover capacity. Well, this time, I had been in contact with this guy who was looking to buy some crack cocaine. So I was posing as a seller.
Yeah, I didn't eat your coleslaw yet, did you?
A couple times I had some drinks with him. He was trying to buy a certain amount, and we were trying to argue on how much that he was going to buy. Well, during our contacts, I would call him. Well, on one occasion, we were nearing the
Oh, the leash is next to the cable box.
And he was to call me whenever he was ready to buy the cocaine. Well, the pager numbers at our police department, they're all in a row. So
Come on, calm down.
was right next to the number, which is a call out.
Wait.
Wait, Odie, calm down.
Every SWAT member of the police department gets the page. Well, this guy had written the number.
Come on, Bubs.
Correctly as I gave him.
You know what's
And
up.
inadvertently wrote down the SWAT call out number. So whenever he was about due to call me, sure enough, I got the page because I'm on the SWAT team also. Unbeknownst to me, he had activated the SWAT team basically. He called every SWAT member.
He picked the SWAT team and he was scared as shit.
Officer Johnson, Officer Smith.
Man, I've been hitting spots lately.
I
Pew!
recognized the call when it was at the right time.
Ooh,
So I called
25.
him, and
Wee.
he was obviously scared to death. So the next day,
Come on, us, go pee.
I'm thinking no one would be stupid enough to call me after this, but he did call me, and we met.
Man,
and had
that's some
discussion.
stupid ass shit.
The pager company had made a mistake to put my number next to the police department's number, and that there was no way that I'm a police officer and all this stuff. So we ended up selling crack cocaine to him. We ended up arresting the guy, and come to find out he was a law
High school graduate. What? Shit, that's dope.
It was his call.
Man, little bitch could have fucking made it out the door, right?
It's here how a robber ran into a convenience store and let the clerk singers do the walking.
What did you do when the defendant ran into the store demanding money and threatening your life?
Well, I reminded him, like on television, a condemned man always get one last phone call.
And what did he say to that?
He said, okay.
And what did you do?
I called the police, and they arrested him.
Playing Wordscapes just 10 minutes a day sharpens your brain. Play in relaxing environments. And train your brain all at the same time. Play anywhere you want. With family or just about anyone. Download Wordscapes at the App Store today and play for free.
I'm Samantha,
And I'm Dan.
and we renovate RVs. Before we had Chime, we were pretty much paycheck to paycheck.
My favorite feature of Chime is their spawn fee. It just gives me peace of mind when I'm buying stuff.
We use Chime's secured credit builder card, and when we upped our credit score 40 points.
By making everyday purchases with on-time payments. I Chime because building our future and planning ahead financially has never been easier.
smart bankers. Convenient tools. One bank with the power of both. Chase, make more of what's yours.
The interstate was slick with rain when Sergeant Johnny Cooley was working several multiple car accidents. But what happened next was even scarier.
I'm sitting there working a wreck, and about 3 or 4 cars piled up, twisted every which one, got the road blocked. In the extreme left-hand lane, next to the rail, there's about just enough for a car, maybe a truck, clear, go through there. There's a truck driver driving a tractor trailer out of Texas. He rounded that curve at 17th Street, wide open. Didn't realize that everything was blocked ahead of him. There was a multi-car wreck. He gets on his brakes, and I hear him sliding, and I turn around and look. He's coming directly toward me. His truck jackknifes. When his truck jackknifes, he straightened it up, and he went right between. I stepped up on the rail, which is a little cement thing like this. He went between the wrecked automobile and me, and he brushed my tie tag on my tie. I was leaned up, I was looking over the rail, and it's 65 feet down.
We wanted to do a full-scale reenactment of Sergeant Cooley's dramatic story, but it wasn't in the budget. So we now present an extremely low-budget miniature reenactment.
Uh-oh, what's that ahead? It's a car accident. There's a cop in the road. He made it through there, but then when he straightened up, then he hit his brakes again because the road was completely blocked up here with another wreck. So he jackknifes the second time. This time he climbs the rail. He goes over the rail.
Yeah, he dangerously fell on the rail.
4 or 5 feet high. He goes over the rail.
Son of a bitch, did he climb that rail with his damn truck, bruh? Damn. Help me! I'm not gonna lie, it was stupid, but you can't tell nobody nothing these days.
Cranks the door open on his cab distracted trailer. He says, officer says, I hate to ask you
See this.
I know you're real busy.
This is everything, but is it possible you can get me out of this truck? Oh my god.
In Maryland, it used to be against the law to see lions in the theater, but dogs could play on playground.
Well, fuck, let the dogs alone, nigga.
Men and women of law enforcement across America. We'd like to thank them for their time, their dedication, and for making our lives a lot safer.
It's a lot safer that way, too.
With one exception.
Woof.
They're willing to lay down their lives for
Woof. I hope this is worth it for all the marbles.
Yeah.
Ah! The only difference is I should have picked the one across D-box.
Only the names were changed to protect